Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and again, of course, I've got some stuff to show you. We're going to start with the obligatory Auto World Chevy square body. I've got a couple of hobby exclusive ones here, whatever. This is a CTC exclusive, this Goodyear tire one. Kind of neat. This one is limited to 3,600 pieces. We will open up that, of course, in the next segment. And then I've also got this House of Cars Unicorn Premium Series truck. I don't know what this one's limited to. I don't think it says it anywhere on the card, but there that is. Not sure. Card art by Nuclear Minds Design. Very cool. And then... yeah, so of course we're going to open that one too. And then I got an Ultra Red to open, and another square body. So this guy right here, this is the Chris Stangler custom Chevy Scottsdale with the billboard, limited to 1,008 pieces. There was a version A and like a version B of this hobby exclusive release. Doesn't matter the card, the Ultra Red, of course, is the same on each card, and I got the Ultra Red, and I scored this for a really good deal off of J-Card Diecast website. So if you were looking out for this, and if he still has any left, go snag them. I think they're pretty limited, so good deal on his website. They were. I don't know if he still has them at that price. I'm not really sure. They're pretty much half of what he normally sells that stuff for. So I got those three square bodies, and then we also got, I got this oddball thing I got from like a place called Replay Toys here in Appleton. They sell a lot of vintage toys and whatnot. They have a little bit of die-cast there, not a ton of it. Some of it's a little pricey. This I got for $5. This is a 1982 Dodge Aries K. Just a cool thing. The old Motor Max Fresh Cherries. They did some weird, real basic vehicles in this line. And it's kind of interesting. So we'll take a look at that. We'll open that up. I got some Johnny Lightning. We've got Johnny Lightning from Classic Gold. What series is this? 2021 release 3. We've got the International Scout. Oh, and this is version A. So the International Scout and the Pontiac Firebird. So we will open these up and take a gander at those. Very, very cool. And then we got this oddball, Malibu Diecast International. It's a weird one, 1/64 scale. These castings are all over the place in quality and stuff. This one looks like kind of a mix. I think it's got rubber tires, but it has painted details for the headlights and stuff, the front and the back. So not sure on that one. Basically, sometimes you can get them, they have plastic tires and the painted headlights. Sometimes they'll have rubber tires and inserted taillights and headlights, and those are usually the best ones. And sometimes you get like a hybrid like this or whatever. This has rubber tires and the painted details. So it's probably not that great of a casting, but I picked it up for cheap on the eBay, so decided to go ahead and grab it and whatever. I think I bid just a lowball bid and ended up buying it. Then we got a Tomoka Limited Vintage. I'm actually stoked to share this with you. I'm sure you guys have already seen it if you're into TLV. If you're not, you're in for a treat. This one is a Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Did I pronounce that right? 16 valve. 16V, I'm assuming, I don't know, whatever that means. And then LVN 130C. I do have an example of this casting in my collection, a white one from a while back. And then this one came out, and I opened this up and I took a look at it already, and it's got very, very, the paint on this thing just looks very ultra reddish. So it looks nice, I'm going to say. I like it. And then we got a couple of Para64. We got the Roof Yellowbird or whatever. So this is cool. This is in like a mint green color, which is pretty awesome. Like the yellow one won the Lamley Casting of the Year, I guess, or Release of the Year for 2021. And they've put this out in a couple of other colors besides the yellow. They had a black one. They've had a, of course, the yellow, of course, this mint green one. They've got a couple more coming out. I think like a forest green one. I'm excited for that one. And then they have, what else? I forget the other color, but anyway, they look good. And I'm going to have a hard time, to be honest, not getting every single color of these that they put out. I really enjoy this casting. I think it's very awesome. I think it deservedly won Casting of the Year last year. So just very, very cool. And I picked it for one of my top 10s of the year, in my personal top 10s, and did a video on that. And yeah, just digging that. So digging it in the mintish green. Looks really cool. And then we got the Honda Civic Type R FN2 Euro. And this is from Para64. I think this is a fairly new casting. This is the first one of these I have in my collection, so I'm excited to check that out. So we're going to go ahead and open up those two as well and give those a gander. I think we might do the Para stuff first. We'll do like kind of like the premium die cast, or you know, like the, I don't know, whatever, acrylic case, Tomoka acrylic case. This stuff first, and then I think we'll do the square bodies last. Why not? I know some of you are a little sick of the square bodies. I can understand. There's a lot of them that have come out. It's actually insane to try to keep up with. I've been trying to put together a total, like, full thing for all of them that have come out in 2021, and then I was going to post something to lamleygroup.com on it. But honestly, it's hard because I'm still missing like one or two of them that came out in 2021. They just keep on coming out, so it's difficult. They are awesome. I do like them. It's great to see a big collection of them. It's great to see Auto World having, you know, a great success with this casting, and it's just pretty awesome. It'd be cool to see some hobby releases with different castings. Definitely. I like the Patina series from Mio. They're doing the Suburban. That's pretty cool. The Surf Rods are doing the Suburban. That's pretty cool. That Premium Hobbies did the Corvette. That's pretty cool too. It'd be kind of cool to see some more hobby exclusive releases with different castings. I know it's a brave move on the people that release them because they got to sell them all, and square bodies sell. All right, let's go ahead and flip the camera around and take a look at what we got. All right, guys, let's take a look at these Para64 to start with. I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start with the roof CTR. This thing is just sweet. The casting's really cool. Again, they put it out in some cool colors. The yellow one undoubtedly is the one to get if you're only going to get one, because, you know, Yellowbird, right? I mean, it makes more sense. If you guys aren't familiar with Para64, here's a quick little overview of the package. It's got this plastic sleeve on it, which I think I'm just going to... Do I keep them on there? I think I have them on my other ones. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it on here, protecting the cardboard. I do end up kind of displaying these in their display cases, just because of where I have room in my room here to display them. Here's a look at the bottom there. These are licensed, and they are really neat. So they've come out with some really cool stuff. I want to see more and more and more from them. That'd be good. I know it's kind of tough right now to put out a bunch of new toolings, but it'd be cool to see some more. We'll go ahead and open this up. So this is kind of like sort of sealed, whatever, with a sticker. And it's on this plastic base here that says Roof CTR Para64. Nice quality, good thick plastic. No offense to M2 machines, but not like the thin stuff you'd get acrylic case style with their products that are sold at Wally World. And then, of course, we got to get the screw out of the bottom to really get a full look at this casting. Check out if it rolls, all that good stuff. So again, flathead screwdriver for a Phillips works fantastic if it's the right size, and you got less chance of stripping it out. So check that baby out. She looks good. She looks good in the minty green. It does roll a bit. These things aren't really made to be great rollers. They're not going to go downhill racing with these things, but they do roll. The one thing that I really dig on this casting is how they do like the body line gaps or whatever. They kind of like black wash them, and the depth that they got there looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it's really black washed or whatever it is, but just the way that the deepness in the is pretty cool. And then you got a tail light here that is like an insert piece. You've got headlights that are inserted. Most of the Para stuff that I've ever gotten has had pretty good quality control. You've got kind of a reflective material on the back of the mirrors there. This casting is just kind of exciting. Now I know Mini GT is going to come up with some roof stuff as well. It'll be interesting to see how they compare. I'm actually really interested scale-wise, because is Mini GT true 1/64 scale? I don't know. For some reason, some of their castings seem big to me, and I haven't measured them, and of course I haven't measured this. I don't know if this is actually 100% 1/64 scale or not. Of course, the Kaido House 510 is not 1/64 scale, so you know that from Mini GT. Anyway, it will be interesting to check it out. This has a plastic base. The casting is screwed together. So if there were any issues with it, ride height-wise and all that stuff, you could feasibly take it apart and fix whatever is wrong. But really, really cool. A really, really cool car. A cool version of it in this kind of minty green kind of deal. I'm really excited for like the forest green. I think that's going to look really awesome. I actually really like that color. For some reason, whenever I raced one of these in Gran Turismo back in the day, I think it was Gran Turismo 3, whatever the one came out for the PS2, I think is the one I played the heck out of. And anytime I bought one of these, I painted it that forest green. For some reason, I thought that that was the color for this car. Like, just looked good in that color. So I'm excited to get that 1/64 scale. That's pretty awesome. All right, next up we got this guy here. Now this is not really in my wheelhouse as far as from a type of car perspective. It's a Honda Civic Type R FN2 Euro. I'm not really a Honda guy. I don't get excited by Hondas. I don't think I could like really name a specific model at all from Honda that I've ever was like, yeah, that thing is awesome. I mean, there's a lot of Honda fanboys out there. I get it. I mean, I'm sure they're cool, but just from a looks standpoint alone, that's what I'm talking about here. I've just never been really excited about the way that they look. The CRX would probably be the closest thing, or obviously the NSX. Okay, so there we go. I thought of one. The NSX is super cool. Other than that, I haven't really ever been excited about looking at a Honda. This is about as exciting, I think, as looking at a Honda Odyssey. In fact, Para put out a Honda Odyssey. I would buy it. But this, from a quality standpoint, looks really good. First impressions here. So, of course, we got to get it off the base. And we're going to do that. And there it is. This one's it's got some roll to it, about as much as the roof. And again, we got a plastic base and a metal body. And again, we got detailed headlights, lensed, inserted, what have you. Same with the tail. And it looks pretty good. Pretty good execution on this. And again, these body lines, how detailed they are for how small they are. They're like cut deep, it looks like. And they're almost like black washed is what it pretty much looks like. We got a little bit of stray paint here on that little guy. And you can see that. That's all right. That's a parking lot accident. A little rubbing. Yeah, the Honda logos looks pretty sharp. It's a little kitty wampus, but looks all right. And then we got that reflective thing on the backside of the mirrors. I think that is a nice touch. I think it does look pretty good. The front of the car looks pretty well detailed too. We got a little something here. Oh, that is whatever that is. It's coming right off. So that's cool. I can work on that a little bit more, but it is coming off. And yeah, it's pretty neat. Like I said, not my cup of tea really when it comes to type of car. I just thought I would get an example of this new casting. I thought it would be kind of neat to have. All right, so there's that. Let's go to, well, whatever. Let's get through Tomoka Limited Vintage Neo. Of course, really a good brand in diecast if you want to, get something super detailed, and if you want to spend a lot of money to get something super detailed. But they are quality that's kind of on another level. In my opinion, they're different. I mean, they do offer some differences in the premium diecast world compared to some of the other stuff. I mean, one of the things is they got the suspension thing going on. They are metal base. They always roll really well. I think every single one of mine rolls pretty good. And darn, this color looks good. So you got inserted details, of course, for the headlights, the grille, all that stuff. And for the back there as well. The bases typically aren't super detailed, which is fine. It's the base of the car. They do not have a reflective surface on the mirrors. That's a detail that's kind of missing from TLV that you would get with, you know, a brand like Para. Interior looks pretty detailed as far as the molding goes. Of course, it is just black. It looks pretty good. No opening features on this car. The color is really what sold it for me. I almost didn't get one of these, but the original release of these, I believe those cars in the original one, when it came out, I think it came out in 2 colors. I know one was white. That's the one I have. I don't know. I think the other one might have been like red, like a enamel red, whatever. But those cars, I think, are pretty tough to get, and they're expensive when you do find them. So I decided I better pick this up just in case, you know, it might be an investment piece if I don't end up holding onto it. But I do like it better, I think, than the white one that I have. So this would be the one to keep. Pretty awesome. And when these things are new, you can get them for like 20 some odd bucks. But then, of course, you got to pay shipping from Japan to get it over here, or over to wherever you are if you're not in Japan. And, of course, that's an added cost to it, but they are beautiful. This thing is pretty awesome. All right, going to something probably a bit mediocre. This is your Mercedes-Benz M-Class from Malibu International Limited. Do I have to explain what this is? I don't really... Actually, you know what? I don't really know how to explain what this is. These are scale models. They made them in 164 scale and 187 scale, I believe. And they are varying amounts of details. Some of the castings that showed up in this line from Malibu ended up being released as Greenlight Motor World castings. This is, I don't believe, one of them. But this is the Mercedes-Benz M-Class. I could be wrong on that Greenlight thing, too. They may have released this casting. I doubt that they did, but it's possible. So this, the wheels really kind of look ugly. That's like the thing there that I really don't like. The details here on the headlights, you know, leaves a bit to be desired as well. Why did I buy this car? I don't know. It was cheap. And I got it because it's a casting from this Malibu International that I didn't have. I do have a bunch of castings from them. And like I said, very much a varying amount of detail from car to car. It's really, you know, you got to look at them if you're really being choosy with them to pick out which one you want. But yeah, so this one is plastic base, metal body. It does have rubber tires. It does roll fantastically well. And we got just, you know, graphical details, I guess, for the headlights that don't look that great. Grille, Mercedes logo looks all right. And then, of course, the rear, basic stuff going on back there. So the wheels kind of stink, and that's because, you know, of that solid silver stamped look. It just doesn't look great. Real basic, kind of a weird car to get in 164 scale. I don't know if any other companies put it out in 164 scale, to be honest. Maybe they have. I don't know. Maybe Kyosho or something. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But a weird one. And, yeah, there that is. All right. Next. The Dodge 1982 Dodge Aries K. Fresh Cherries Motor Max. It's like defunct brand day on the Championdjk YouTube channel. So Fresh Cherries, of course, they don't put these out anymore. I don't even know when they came out. Is there a date on this thing? There's got to be one somewheres. Taking a peek, and gosh, I don't know. I'm not finding it, but whatever. Do you see it? Is there something up there? 2007. Okay. Not as old as I thought they were. Let's go ahead and got to cut it open. I did pay $5 for it. I'm just going to chopper. Oh, I chopped right across the card. Whoops. Oh, well. Oh, these things came with a card. Sorry about that. And once we get all this packaging out of the way, this is what we got. I do have another version of this casting. I think I have it in like a brown. But definitely representative of the brand. So they did these kind of like plain Jane cars, and mostly basic colors. This one's a metal flake. And we get like inserted details for the headlights and stuff, grill piece or whatever. Kind of an inserted piece, it looks like, for the tail as well, even though it's painted very basically. It's Dodge Aries. You do get a metal base. This thing's screwed together. Metal base, metal body. It's got a good weight to it, and it rolls. Not too bad. So some of these fresh cherries are really cool. Some of them, they did a really good job on the tunings. Some of them are, leave a bit to be desired as usual. It's a Motormax product, so Motormax is still, I think, a brand that's around. I don't think they do anything in 164 any longer. But I just thought this was pretty cool, so I picked it up. I have quite a few of these castings from them as well. Maybe sometime I should do a video on those. Maybe sometime I should do a video on the Malibu diecast stuff that I have. It might be an interesting thing. A little defunct brands series. I don't even know how long these lasted in stores. No idea. No clue. All right, we got a couple of Gianni Lightning, and then we're going to move into the square bodies, and then we're going to be done for the week, or for the day. I don't know if I got any other videos coming out this week. We shall see. This one's limited to 9,454 pieces. You can read this fun stuff right here. Undoubtedly, it's good information to know, I guess, for the car. Springfield green poly, what a beautiful color. And the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Formula. Johnny's been putting out some fire lately. It is undeniable. And they've been releasing a bunch of the birds. I dig their bird castings. I have so many variations of these. Maybe that's another video. I think I have one of this casting in the same color, but with different wheels from back in the day, or very close to this color anyway. So, as Johnny does here, we got, metal body, metal base, rubber tires, all that good stuff. It's got, some of these have opening hoods and stuff. This one does. What I mean is some castings have opening hoods. All of the Firebirds like this do, unless they don't have a hood at all, which is also a possibility. I'm trying to remember what years they tooled this thing for. I know like 72, 73, maybe 74. I'm not sure. Different versions of this. There's a bunch of different hood toolings and all that jazz. Anyway, pretty cool. It looks good. It looks nice. All right, another casting I sort of collect from Johnny Lightning is this International Scout. I don't have all of them, mainly because some of the older ones are tough to find. That's one. And then two, they've released some with like trailers and stuff like that. And I'm trying not to buy a bunch of stuff with trailers. And this one's in maroon metallic. It's version A. I do already have version B, and I think I already showed it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I already showed version B for this one in a video as well. So you'll have to go back and find those if you want to check them out. But this one in maroon metallic. Custom maroon metallic? Wait a minute. Something happened? Because what's going on here? I mean, does this look custom maroon metallic to you? Maybe that was a last minute color change for some reason. Maybe it was a factory mess up. I don't know. Somebody answered the question. 10,342 pieces. Are they all actually just red like this? I don't know. But it's definitely not maroon. It's red. It really doesn't look maroon. It's definitely not metallic. That's for sure. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I think I'm right. Hood on these opens like that. Oh, a bit of orange peel in the paint job here, but I do like this casting quite a bit. There's some variations in the tooling for the top piece, and there's also, they've come in like a regular ride height, a lifted ride height, a few different variations of that. This one's got a wee bit of a lean to it, and some sort of quality issue with the hood paint right there, chipping. I guess with the orange peel on the paint, and the paint just not looking too perfect, I guess really it could be accurate to the age of the vehicle. I don't know, whatever. All right, so there's that. What do we got next? We've got square bodies. So I guess let's start with this one. This Unicorn one. House of Cars, Nuclear Minds Design, for a Unicorn. Honor World stuff. Nothing indicating what it's limited to. I think these would be like 4,800 pieces, but I could be completely wrong. It might be half that. I really don't know. Came right off the card. This looks very close to another release from House of Cars that was for the Weekend of Wheels. I didn't grab that one out, but very, very similar. I believe, oh man, and I'm a dum-dum. I should have looked up the pinstriping and stuff on this. Who's that? I believe that's like, they're making the series of these kind of like with this. I think there's a reason for that. But, hey, Brandon? I don't know who Brandon is. Is Brandon the, Brandon the guy from Nuclear Minds Design, maybe? I don't know. Who's Brandon? Surely I don't think they mean, you know, let's go. I don't think, but maybe. You never know. That would be whatever. All right, so there's that. There's that hobby exclusive one. Looks pretty cool. What flavor is that, Chevy? Which one was that? Did it say? Did it say the year of it? Now that I've lost the packaging into the sea of packaging on the ground here. It did not say what year it was. And I'm not an aficionado where I can tell you by the headlights what year this freaking Chevy is. Yeah, or somebody will comment it. All right. Pretty cool truck. Pretty decent. House of Cars logo. I mean, I could live without that. No offense to you guys. It's just I don't really like the logos on the car. The Nuclear Minds designs in the back actually looks really cool. Chevrolet looks a little crooked there. Is that a Michigan plate? I can't read that small. I'm not zooming in. All right. Next is the CTC Children's Toy Closet exclusive, one of 3,600. It's got good facts. That's a good touch right there for a Goodyear. So there you go, some Goodyear stuff. And this is an 83 Silverado. And then, oh, there you go. There's a little bit about CTC. Check that out. I think they might have provided me with one of their exclusives at one time. I think they might have. They did not give me this one, though. I did purchase it. And that's fine. Let's go ahead and check it out. So an 83. Maybe is this an 83 as well? Yes? Is it? No? I don't know. It looks really similar. I'm just, I'm not the guy to ask. All right, so Goodyear. We got blue. We got silver. We've got yellow. Okay, the livery looks good. The wheels look good on this truck. I think the livery looks all right. Normally, I'm not a big fan of company liveries on cars. Golf is kind of where I almost, Golf. There's a few good ones. Golf, Texaco, I think look good. I'm not like, yeah, go Goodyear. I'm a big Goodyear fan. But this livery looks pretty good, I would say. Falcon livery's cool. Like there's some liveries out there that are really awesome. I wouldn't put Goodyear up there with that. But I think it does look pretty good on this square body, actually. You can see this is like a marketing piece for Goodyear or something like that. It's kind of neat is what I'm saying, and I think it's all right. So, whatever. I'm glad to have it. This one is definitely the best of the three we're going to look at, though, today, and that is this Ultra Red. This is a pretty rare Ultra Red, so when I saw that these were going for the price that they were going for in J-Car, I was like, is that real? Is there something wrong with this one? He's like, no. I asked him, actually, and he said that he had a few of these, and he was just getting rid of them to get rid of them. So I was like, awesome. All right, cool. I'm definitely going to get one. And I did get one. I think I got, what did I buy with this? I bought something else with this one. It might have been at House of Cars, actually. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is limited to, well, this particular, if it was a regular truck, would be limited to 1,008 pieces. This is the Ultra Red. The regular truck is like a very dark, like deep purplish, bluish color. It's like this color basically right here. Something like that. Something like somewhere in between there and there. Maybe like about there. Is what the color of the regular one is. I didn't get it out. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't do it. All right. We're going to go ahead and cut open this, though. So we're going to free the piece on this massive packaging, CS Customs. These are ones that were hard to buy at first because I was like, man, they were expensive. They were really expensive at first. And they may have not sold all that well because of that. I don't know for sure. I'm just speculating. You know, based on like what my friends that buy stuff or whatever, what they decided to buy, what they didn't decide to buy, kind of, you know, sort of, in a way, will give you an idea. So it comes with this billboard. I think I'm just going to leave this billboard actually in the package. And the reason being is I already have one loose. I've got one loose from the regular cars. And this thing really doesn't do much for me. Johnny Lightning has done the releases with the these, I don't know what they're made out of. It's like a hard rubberish plastic kind of deal. This base is anyway. So they do like their little diorama kind of like series where it comes with one of these. It's exactly like that. But this, of course, is a CS Customs exclusive. Oh, here you can see the regular trucks here on the back. So it doesn't matter if you would have got it with this billboard or that billboard. The car's still got, the Ultra Red's still going to have flames on it. So this is the Ultra Red. And the last car we will be looking at today. Let's go, or truck. Sorry. Somebody will undoubtedly remind me that it's a truck and not a car. I shouldn't say car when it's a truck. Whatever. Let's try to get it open. This is, of course, is held down with one of the most annoying packaging things you could ever package a car, hold it down to a package with. Okay. I'm always afraid I'm going to mess up axles when I do that stuff. Bed won't really stay up on this, but some of these, again, it just happens with. This one's got a rubber band around the hood. That would freak me out. Why did they do that? The hoods on these don't really open up all that easily, and these things really never come with a rubber band on the hood. But I guess since it's not like it wasn't in a blister and it had to be tied down, I guess they were afraid of it popping up. But if that did happen in the package, I don't know. I'd be way more concerned about the tailgate falling, to be honest, because that looks a little sillier than the hood maybe being able to pop up. Just my opinion. All right, we've freed it from the bread ties. And let's take a look at it. It's sweet. It's awesome. It looks cool. Square body with flames. Why not? It looked good in the little midnight bluish whatever colors, and it looks good here in Ultra Red. Definitely, though, I will say, like the flames in the Ultra Red, it makes it look almost like a regular release car, because you can't, the Ultra Red paint doesn't really come through because of the brightness of the yellow of the flames, and it just kind of looks like it almost could be a regular release. But yeah, it's Ultra Red. No, I like that they didn't do anything weird with it. It's just Ultra Red. There's no painted base, you know, that never really matters to me. There's no colored tires and stuff like that. So I am glad that they did that, but it kind of makes it look like another like variation of the Stangler Custom thing. There's a little minor right there, but it looks pretty good. All right, and that's going to be it for this video, guys. So some really cool stuff, I thought, you know, that we've added to the collection this week. You know, square body overload a little bit. We got some roof, some Para64. This car, what's the car of the episode? That's kind of tough, actually. I lean towards this, honestly. But getting this Ultra Red is actually the biggest feat, I would say. Oh, wait, best car, sorry. The best car definitely out of these, in my opinion, is going to be the Lancia. It's Ultra Red, so I'm a little biased, right? All right, so thank you guys for watching another video. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. You know, subscribe and like the video. Comment, too. That'd be cool. And, yeah, and you have yourself a good week. We'll see you in the next one.